If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links on our homepage. We now have a Patreon account where you can support the channel and you'll get extra content and battle reports. We have a Coffee account where you can make one-off donations. You can check out our Instagram for all the channel going-ons, and our Goblin Gaming affiliate link, where they sell Games Workshop, all kinds of hobby, and of course Adeptus Titanicus at reduced rates. Anything you buy using the link, the channel gets a little back in return. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much and enjoy the show. Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today I've got Tony back with me. Wave. Where's Two Thumbs? Hey, Two Thumbs Tony's back today. And after watching the trailer for the new Horus Heresy that GW put out, I really fancy the game of Epic.
Yeah, don't blame you. It's
awesome,
so
wasn't it?
good.
Titans. I really wasn't bothered about playing 28mm Heresy or getting into it, but the mass battle scenes, the ships and the Titans, there's a lot of emphasis on Titans.
It was, yeah.
Maybe they want to sort of, push people in the direction of Titanicus. Why not? I just really want to play Epic. So here we are, Sons of Horus versus the Sons of Dorn. 3,000 points. We've got a sort of custom objective-based mission, which I'll go into later, which I've kind of stolen and tweaked. I think that's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you might as well tell us about your list then, Tony.
Yeah, that sounds good. Right, so new toys today, which is
yeah. So
the new toy for me, a couple of them, Thunderhawk and two Thunderblades. Yeah. So I've not used those before. So
as you're aware, this whole thing is an experiment, doing Epic and doing Epic 30k on the channel. We are not experts.
Definitely not.
And Tony's brought something, I've got no idea how it works. So emphasis is on you.
I'll try.
So enjoy.
Right, so then from there, I've got 3 units of attack marines. So the 8 stands each. In one of them is just the 8 stands into the Thunderhawk. And then I've got another 8 stands in Rhinos with added heavy support stands, so 2 of them, which takes the Rhinos to 5. They're backed up by 2 Predators. Then I've got another unit of 8 stands in Rhinos, and they're backed up by 2 Sakarans. And then I've got the Contemptors, unit of 5, all with assault cannons, so they all sound like A10s going.
I love those.
Then I've got a unit of Terminators, 4 stands in 2 Spartans, and then we've got. No, I think that's it.
That's it. You've run out.
Yeah,
run out of stuff. So your Terminators have got a Supreme Commander.
Yeah, Lord Commander in there.
Yep. So he's giving you a reroll for a failed initiative check.
Yeah,
and then you've
there's a character in the Thunderhawk with the Tactical Marines as well.
Cool.
A Lieutenant Commander, I believe.
3,000 points on the nose.
No, I'm 45 points short.
45.
45.
Ooh, 45. So I'm a little bit concerned about the 2 Hellblades. Hellblades.
Fellblades.
Fellblades. And you'll see why in a minute. So, my list, 3,000 points on the nose.
Oh, okay.
So I've got 2 stands of TAC Marines in Rhinos, 8 stands each, no characters, despite the models. Then I've got a mega unit of 6 Terminators with a Lord Commander in Spartans.
I'm worried about that unit.
Yeah, 925 points.
Ouch.
Third,
Yeah.
almost. But Terminators in Epic are Terminators, so proper Sons of Horus spear tip. that's all my line stuff. Then support, I've got 5 Sicarans, just battle tanks. Yes, I've got plasmas on the side. That's the files that were done when we made this, but they're just going to be the accelerator cannon heavy bolters. Doesn't really matter this much in this scale.
No, you can't really tell.
Which is the...
Mine are right though.
Yours are very, very aesthetically pleasing. Then I've got Sons of Horus. I've got to have some Justarian Terminators.
Yep.
Again with Spartans. There's a champion in there just to make up points.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've actually got allies. So I've got a Warhound Scout Pack. So I just think it's cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely.
So we'll just see how those go. War engines. So this is why I'm afraid of the Fellblades, because they've got Titan Killer.
Yep.
Which means I think my Void Shields count for nothing. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. I think they just do extra damage.
Well, I know I can't take armor save, so we'll find out.
That's the macro weapon.
Yeah. So maybe they drop the voids.
Might do.
They might do.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. But they are there to do that job. They had Titan Killer on the profile, right?
Yep.
So that should be something to be concerned about. Other than that, I think that's it. So done. Job done. You ready to go?
Definitely.
Cool. So we're deployed. I'm going to tell you about the mission in a sec, and we'll see you on the battlefield. Today's mission is a simple take and hold scenario. We are playing on a 5-foot by 4-foot table, and the game will last 5 battle rounds. The name of the game is to take and hold 6 objectives on the table, as you can see. Each objective is worth 1 point at the end of the game to that player. An objective is held by having an unbroken unit within 15 centimeters of an objective and no enemy units. There is a bonus secondary objective for 1 point, and that is to destroy the opponent's most expensive unit. And for us, that is both our units of Legion Terminators in the Spartans. And that's it. Simple as. And finally, just before we get started, as you're aware, Epic is a new venture for us, and I found this little channel here, Too Many Games, and they worked really hard doing a how to play Epic Armageddon playlist. So if you want to learn the rules better than we play them, check this channel out, check out that playlist. That will help you. I'm going to put the links in the description of this channel. I'm also going to put links in the description of all the rules and stuff for using army lists in the description. So check that out if you want to get involved in Epic 30k. Enjoy the game, and we will see you on the battlefield. Welcome to the battlefield, and we deployed. You can see all the objective counters there, and you've also seen that in the brief just before. So let's have a look where everything is. Let's start with Tony. So over here you've got the TAC. They're TAC Marines, aren't they?
So TAC Marines with heavy support squads.
They've got the heavy support squad.
So you get 5 Rhinos plus 2 Predators.
Cool.
We've got 1 Fellblade.
Aye.
We've got the 2 Spartans with Terminators.
Yep.
And another Fellblade.
Yep.
More tactical Marines.
Yep.
Backed up by 2 Sicarans.
Yep.
And then I garrisoned.
Yep.
My unit of Contemptors.
Yep. Okay. So garrison unit is they got movement of 15 or less. They can be deployed in your half of the table within 15 of an objective, which Tony has done. I have no garrison units. So from my left, Sicarans, Staring, Tax. Legion Terminators, Tax, and then 2 Krytos supporting Warhounds, which I think is very cool. And that's it. So we're deployed. So we're going to roll off to see who's going to be first player. We've both got the same strategy rating, so it's basically going to be a D6 roll off. Tony's got a 2. I've got a 5, so I can choose who goes first or second. I don't know how many activations you've got. You've got that bloody Thunderhawk as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which isn't deployed, which is sitting over here.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit flummoxed, so I'm going to let you go first.
Okay.
I'm going to see what you do and counter it. Tony's kicking off with this tack, and they're doing an advance, so they can move and then attack if they have any targets. No blast markers, so they get to do that without having to roll initiative. First activation. So the tack squad's moved up there. They've got no targets. Tony is not going to try and retain, so it's going to go to my activation. So my activation, I'm going to activate this tack squad, and do a double. So I've done my double and then disembarked and moved some of those into the building. Just going to sit on that objective there and see what happens, and I'm not going to retain. Tony's TAC unit with the heavy weapons in there.
Yeah, heavy weapons and predators.
That's it. So they're going to do a double action. So Tony's finished his move. So he's done a double. He's disembarked as well. He's got 2 heavy weapon guys in the building, and he's got the Preds at the front there. They're now going to target this unit here, giving me a blast marker. Your anti-personnel is the same for all the weapons, isn't it?
Yep.
So we're going to, I think we'll just roll them all at the same time. Anti-personnel 5.
5, but 6.
Now it goes to a 6. Okay, so 10 in total. That's 3 each from the Predators, 2 each from the heavy weapon guys. So 10 attacks.
In 6s, here we go.
2. Okay, so I've got 2 saves to make. I need to allocate wounds. They'll be on the front 2 closest ones. Okay, so these 2 guys here, 4 up saves. Make 1, fail 1. So take another blast marker and 1 casualty. Are you going to retain?
No, I'm good.
Okay, going back to the Sons. Okay, I'm going to activate these Justarian and the Spartans. I'm going to do an advance move, and I really want to start getting firepower back on these guys. So I've done my advanced little 25 centimeter move, and now I'm attacking this formation here. So I've blast marker, and I go heavy bolters. So they were AP4. So there's no penalties because it's a normal move. So 2 hits allocated to the infantry. I've then got quad las cannons. Now we're pretty sure they're 4 attacks per tank.
Yeah.
I have had comments telling me it's both, but the majority of them are telling me that we did it wrong and it should be 4 each. There's 8 attacks total with an AT value of 4 plus. Okay, so these are incredibly good, but then Spartans are expensive. That's not great.
2?
Out of that, 2.
Wow.
Okay,
I
fine.
got away there.
So closest to closest.
It's going to be the Rhino.
Rhino and a Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Rhino is a 5 up.
Yep.
Nope. And the Predator is a 4 up. Makes it.
That makes it. And then your infantry have 2 saves as well. On the front stance.
4s.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Go for it.
Nope. They die.
They're
so
toast as well.
Front ones are going to be
these 2 guys there.
That's the heavy support's gone.
Yeah. And that's what, 3 blast markers?
3 blast markers.
Okay, but that's a big formation. Space Marines are hard to break. That's my activation. And that could have been a lot worse. You could have lost those Predators as well.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hand over to Tony. Tony's going to activate his Contemptors for a double. So move complete. They've got eyes on the attack Marines on the roof there. I think cover it gives you a save, doesn't it? But I think my power armor is better.
Yeah, if you're in cover buildings, for example, it's a 4 up, but your Marines are 4 up save anyway.
Yeah.
The ones I can see, so I'm not going to get the -1 to hit you.
Yeah, up on the roof.
Up on the roof. So
10 shots.
10 shots.
Okay, this is not great.
Here we go. 5s.
So -1 for
1.
1. Okay, I'll take that.
Yep.
So allocating would be this guy here.
Yep.
Closest to closest. 4 plus, did we say, for
4 plus,
Marines?
yep.
Okay, here we go. No, fails it. So 1 dies. Another blast marker. Would you like to retain?
No.
No. Okay. My activating my Legion Terminators in the Spartans. I'm going to do a double. So first move done. Tony's thinking I could have got away with an advance and attacking, but I've done the double, so I can try and get all the guns on. So let's get the second move in. So Spartans have moved into a position where they can get eyes on the Contemptors here. So they've taken a blast marker. The heavy bolters will not affect them. So it's just the las cannon. So I've got a wad load of dice here. So let's can I get them all in one hand? Just about. Okay, so it's 12 attacks on 5s because it's a double. I can see
2.
2.
Yeah, no.
That's it.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so the dice aren't that hot right now.
Yeah.
So the Contemptors have a, what save do you say?
3 up.
3 up, and then a 6 up In run. Okay, cool.
Just the 2.
3 up.
Yeah.
Ah.
They're kind of better than the Leviathan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
3s.
Yeah, made them both. Okay, so they're a lot tougher than I thought they were going to be. Admittedly, I didn't hit very well. So, again, that's my activation. I'm not going to retain. Tony's going through Spartans and he's going to do a double. I'm sure he's going to be putting pressure on my Legion Terminators. There you go, the Spartans have made their move. So they're targeting my Spartans, as I assumed, taking a blast marker. So 8 shots, needing 5.
Nice.
Yeah, go for it, yeah. Oh, you did considerably better. We got 4.
4. Yeah.
Okay, 4. So I've got 4 up saves,
4
rerollable?
Yep.
Okay.
Reroll 1.
Reroll 1. Come on. Hey, full house. Power of the Spartans. They are incredibly good. But for all that, they don't mean much when we start tearing into each other in close combat. There will be a victor. This is turn 1. It's going to get really bloody in turn 2, I think. It looks great as well. I hope you're enjoying that. Are you retaining?
No.
You're not? Okay. I'm going to activate these TAC Marines, and I'm just going to do an advance and slide them over a bit. There you go. Not too exciting. Just holding them in reserve, and then I'm not going to retain and hand it back to Tony. Fellblade time. Doing a double. I'm sure he wants to start getting firepower on here. So Tony wants to do a double to try and maximise range at the cost of -1 to hit. So move twice, doing the double, targeting the Spartans, taking a blast marker. What are you starting with?
I'm going to start with the main cannon.
The main cannon. Okay, so this is Titan Killer. So basically, it's macro weapon.
Yes.
You roll it, you hit me, I take damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
3s.
Is that including your minus
That's
for
with
double?
minus.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a big roll. Tony really wants this.
So 3+. There we go.
Got it. Okay. So we'll allocate targets. It's going to be closest to closest, I think. So it's going to be. I think that one might edge you. We'll check that in a minute. But nonetheless, one of them's taking damage. Okay, so the Spartan on the right was the closest one for allocation. Critical damage on a 6. Oh! Explodes, right?
Yep.
Okay, so now I've got Terminators inside, which have to take saves. Now, I do believe they won't get saves. And the reason I say that is because the weapon that does the damage, you use the traits.
Okay.
And this is because I've watched this on a video.
Yeah.
You use the trait of the weapon that's attacking to the people inside as well.
Right, okay.
Do you agree with that?
Tony's
going to say, yeah, that sounds great. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think it wipes out the Terminators as well.
Wow.
Now, if I'm wrong, let me know.
So, I'll have a quick...
We'll have a look, yeah. So, it's in the FAQ. The macro weapon and Titan Killer rules apply to the guys inside. So, they're now toast. So, we've swapped that for a 5... That counts as 5 blast markers. Then this can take another hit from the explosion. On a 6, it doesn't. So Tony's now going to be firing your las cannons.
Yeah, but you've now cut the shots down to half because of that explosion.
Okay.
So only 2 go through on 5s now. 1.
Okay. Why? Sorry. Why does that cut that in half?
Because the fire arc on my Swansons, one of them can't
get to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay. So was that 1 hit?
Just 1 hit.
And so I got 4 up rerollable on this, haven't I?
Yeah.
Fails it on a 1. Fails it on a 3. So it's another blast marker and takes 1 point of damage. Do I have to roll critical damage again?
Yes.
Every time it takes 1?
Yes.
Okay.
That's crazy.
2. Right. Okay. Luckily. We're good. Okay. So that takes a wound. Those are scary.
Yeah.
You Demolisher was out of range, wasn't it, by a few mil. Are you retaining?
No.
That was gross. Okay, going back to me, Fellblades are a problem, especially that one on that flank, being that my Warhound's on this flank. Activating Mascarans, I was really torn between doing an advance and trying to get 10 shots on the Fellblade and look for criticals. Now, we've had a bit of a rules dilemma. We've looked at critical damage for the Fellblade, which is supposed to be on the data sheet, and it hasn't got any, which is weird because it's a war engine.
Yep.
And the rules it says, and there's quite a few tanks that actually, like the Mastodon, the Glaive, they actually haven't got any critical damage on there. But on Battle Scribe, it says it does. It takes extra damage.
Yeah,
1.
extra damage for every crit sustained.
So it seems weird that the Spartan would have critical damage. It explodes, but Fellblade has no critical damage at all. So we're going to play it with the extra damage. Despite that, I've decided to do a double and try and surround this tack squad and get as many attacks on it as I can. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I've doubled up and I'm going to target this unit. So I've stuck another blast marker on. So I'm going to start with the heavy bolters. So I've got, they're 3 each, aren't they?
3 each.
Normally at 5 AP.
Yeah.
So 15 shots, needing 6s because of the double. Oh God, 1?
1, 2.
2? Oh yeah, okay, 2. Okay, not great. And then I've got the guns on top, so they're 10 shots, aren't they? The accelerators. I can use them for AP or AT.
Yes, you can.
But AP is going to be my winner, isn't it?
So your AP 4 normally going to 5s.
And anti-tank would be 5s going to 6s. Okay,
yeah.
so we'll do the 4s going to 5s. So I have 10 of those.
So yeah, 2 same set aside at the moment.
Okay, so 10 needing 5s.
So we're going 3.
2, only 3. Was that 25? Getting 5. So we're going to allocate these and then do some saves. So it all gets a bit more complicated now with allocating. So we've done like the closest infantry ones. There's 5 of those. So you need to know which ones.
Right. Okay. So these 2.
Yep.
1 dies.
1 dies.
Then it's these 2.
Yep.
1 dies.
And this guy on the edge there
dies.
Dies. Okay. So how many blast markers? Another 3.
3. Yeah.
Okay. So there's 8 blast markers on that unit now. I'd need 22. Is that right? We thought because there's 11 left to break them. So it takes a lot, but every little helps, especially taking out heavy weapon marines. That's my activation. I am not going to retain. What have you got left, Tony?
I've got 1 Fellblade
and a Thunderhawk to come in. Okay, back to you, my friend. Tony's activation, he's bringing on the Thunderhawk, a low-flying Thunderhawk.
Need a taller stand.
Need a taller stand. But it's cool anyway. And you're doing a ground attack.
Ground attack.
Okay, so you won't be dropping, you won't be landing and you won't be dropping your infantry
No.
at this point. You can really save them in reserve. Now, what's good for Tony is that I've got no AA guns, which is the thing, and I've got no flyers of my own that can intercept, which is also a thing. So I'm definitely going to have to buy some Siphons or something. I have to Storm Eagles, treat myself to a little AI box at some point, because I reckon this guy is going to be a regular appearance. So maybe. So I don't know what Tony's doing with it. I don't know the rules. So he's just going to do this ground attack thing. Right. So that's where it's coming on, and then he gets to make a move, right?
Yeah. So I've got to make a move before I can turn.
Right. Okay.
So of at least 30.
Okay. So let's let him do that. Okay. So Tony's done his first move of 30. Now he's making a turn of up to 45.
Yep, and then I have to move again.
Then you have to move again, a minimum of 30.
At least 30, yeah.
What's the maximum move for a Thunderhawk?
I imagine 30.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no movement on the profile.
Right, so
it just says bomber,
right,
which is what this is.
Okay.
So then another move of 30 takes me to here. Right, so the Spartans are kind of out of my arc now.
Okay. So you get to, after your second move, is that when you have to attack?
I believe so.
Right, okay.
It doesn't tell you when.
Okay.
So
if stick in the comments if we're getting this so badly wrong, but Tony really wanted to bring his Thunderhawk.
I did, yeah. So
okay, so as we understand it, he has an approach move, which he's done, turns, then an attack move, and then fires his weapons. So he's targeting these guys, only in range with the battle cannon on the top and the las cannons. So it's not many attacks, is it?
No, just 2.
Just 2. Okay, so starting with.
So I'm going to start with the Thunderhawk cannon.
Okay.
Which is 83 plus.
Yep.
Misses. And then the las cannon,
yep,
which is a 4.
Probably a 3 plus if it's twin linked.
4 plus.
It's a 4 plus, so it would normally be a 5 plus. The twin links give you normally a better hit,
plus
right?
1, yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, nothing. So after all that, nothing. But they do take another blast marker. And then you do nothing now, do you? And you get to disappear in the end phase.
I will make another move.
Yeah, so if I had fighters or anti-tank weapons, anti-aircraft, sorry, they would be able to do something about that, but I don't. So it can pretty much just fly around as it wants. So we need to get a higher stand, I think. A mix of stands would be good. Okay, so that's your activation. Are you going to retain?
No.
No, okay. Back to me. I think I've just got the Warhounds left. So my last activation of the round is going to be the Warhounds. Now they have an initiative rating of 2+, so I do need to roll a dice for this. Rolled a 2, I've got it. I wasn't too worried because I do have a Supreme Commander and I haven't used my roll. And it does apply, I think, for the whole force.
Yeah.
I think, yes. Yeah, we don't know, but yeah. Anyway, I rolled a 2+, so I'm going to double up with these hounds, get in the fight. Warhounds are attacking the Spartans, so blast marker there. So I'm using plasma guns, they're slow to fire, which means I won't be able to use them next turn. Done a double, so there can be -1. So this is macro weapon 3+ now. Maximal fire. Okay, 4 hits.
And no heat.
No heat. So what this means for Tony is because they've got reinforced armor, he gets a saving throw. So it's going to be 2 on each Spartan. So you have to roll them separately. So the lead one.
Yep, we'll do that now.
Yep.
4 pluses.
4 pluses. Fails 1. Okay.
Does it crit?
Does it crit? Do you want to roll that now?
I would do that now because then if he may have to take another
hit
okay. Otherwise. Right, so does the crit go through? No.
No.
So it's just 1.
Just 1 damage.
And then 2 on
2
this
on the
guy.
other one.
Saves 1.
Saves 1.
Does it crit? No, so just 1 damage.
Just 1. And 2 more blast markers. So now, then I've got the bolters, and I believe they do have an anti-tank profile. So Vulcan bolters, anti-tank 5s, but because I've done a double, they're going to be 6s. 2, 3.
Ugh.
So be 2 on 1, yeah. So if Tony rolls badly, I could be quids in here. Which one are you doing first?
So do front one first.
Front one, yeah.
So 4s.
Rerollable.
Oh yeah,
because these
aren't macro.
Yeah. Oh, it does kill it.
Does kill
does
it.
Do critical damage.
No.
No. Okay, so the front one dies.
Well, I'm just taking a save.
The other guy. Oh, failed it. Failed it.
So both die.
Both die. So now you got to get your 4 Terminator stands out.
That one does crit.
It does crit. Okay, so everything within 5, not the flyer. That would be too high. I think it's probably okay.
Yes.
But your infantry will.
Right. Okay. Do I need to make any saves for them?
You do. So they will take 1 save each, plus from the explosion, from the crit. So it'll be 2 saves each. So let's remove the Spartans and put the infantry down. So each stand has to make a save from being in an exploded vehicle. Plus there was the critical damage affecting everything within 5 centimeters. So each stand is going to take 2 saves each. So let's start with this one.
Yep. Start at the front. Here we go.
These are re-rollable.
Saved.
Saved. Okay. Next guy there. Oh.
He did.
So he dies. Another blast marker. Let's do another guy.
Another guy. Save.
Fine. And the last one.
My Lord Commander.
Yeah. Okay.
Saved.
Saved. Okay. So
was it good shit?
1 more blast marker? Did we say?
1 more blast marker.
Okay. So 2, 4, 6. Now I do believe that breaks the unit as well. So we're going to check that. So yeah, that did break Tony's Terminators, and they've made a fallback move there. Whilst we was looking at the board as well, I did notice that my Spartan here had the large blast marker, which counted as 5, which I forgot it was 5. So they actually broke as well because there was 6 total, needing 6. So they were here. They've made a fallback move there. Individual blast markers are a lot easier to see. We have got 1 large one, which counts as 5. So. I have actually got a broken unit myself. That was my last activation. Tony, have you got any activations? You have, haven't you?
I've got 1 fell blade to go.
You've got a fell blade to go, and I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to do. So Tony's elected to do a double, and I'm pretty sure I know where he's going to go. So Tony's done his double, and I pointed out to remind him that I can't fire the plasmas on the Warhouse next turn, and he's decided to square up against the Spartans and the Terminators. So yeah, he's got lots of guns. What he's starting with, You can only actually probably see one.
So I can see the rear end of
And the
that
rear
one
end
with
of that
the
one.
las cannons as
Cannons.
well.
That's going to have cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if you can crack one open, then you've got the infantry inside.
Right, so we're going to main cannon.
Yeah.
This one.
Okay, so no save against that. So you're -1, so
so
3
it
plus.
goes to 3, yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Missed it. Okay, that's big. So now he's got the.
So,
You've got demolished cannons, you've got las cannons, and heavy bolts won't do anything yet. Okay, so start with the demolished cannon, needing a 5 because of the double. And this does disrupt. So this will give me a blast marker if you hit.
If I hit.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
So demolished cannon, hit.
Okay, hit. So it gives me a blast marker. Let's put that on there. 3. So now I get my allocate, don't we?
Yes.
That's that weapon done, isn't it? So it's going to be this guy. I have to admit, I'm not sure if we fire every single weapon and allocate
But I
all
mean,
the attacks.
if crits happen, it would make sense for you to fire them individually, see if the crit happens.
Yeah, and then carry on.
and then
I feel
carry
like
on.
we're going through one weapon system at a time.
Yeah.
Again, we're learning the game. If we're getting this wrong, let us know, please. But nonetheless, we will get through all the weapons. So allocating hit against this guy. So this is a 4+ rerollable, isn't it?
Yep.
So it makes that.
So then we got 4 las cannon shots.
Yep.
Hitting on, I want to say 5s. Yep. For 2.
For 2. So this would now do your allocating. So it'd be 1 hit. You can see this guy, the tail end of that guy, can't you?
Yeah.
So let's roll this guy. This is a 4+ rerollable still. So he takes a point of damage. Is it critical?
Yes.
Yes. Oh my. So that's 2 points of damage now. He destroys.
It's another blast
Another
marker.
blast marker. And then 2 terminate. So they now have to make saving throw each. So 1 on each.
2 is the explosion.
And the explosion, yeah. Because that would be a 5 centimeter blast, which is now going to affect these guys as well. So let's do the Terminators. So 1 stand, saves. I'll re-roll that one. 4+.
Wow,
So 1 dies.
Yeah.
It's another blast marker, Tony. The next stand fails another one. Makes it. Then we've got a normal hit each on these guys because of the blast. So this guy.
Do 2 saves for this guy because he's got 1 already.
So that's from the
las
cannons. So the las cannon and the explosion.
Reinforced.
Yeah. So 1 goes through. Is it critical? No.
So that's another blast marker.
Another blast marker. 1 point of damage. The rules in this game, they're not particularly long. The book's quite short, but the intricacies of it all is fairly complex.
And then you've got 1 save on the other Spartan.
Yeah, so if you're playing this with your friends and you're not videoing it and showing people, no one's going to care.
Yeah.
But we will obviously at some point would like to get this fairly clean. Okay, so 1 more save. Rerollable, makes it. Okay. Right, you've still got more guns, haven't you? Now your heavy bolters come into play.
Terminator there.
Yeah, that's your last weapon system, isn't it?
Last one.
Cool. I mean, I used the fell blade in my game with Steve, and actually didn't do a lot. I don't know if I was out of range a lot, but Tony's fell blade seemed to be kicking ass.
So got AP4.
AP4.
Coming at the Terminator, which does.
Okay. 1 save, rerollable.
Yep. Save.
Made it. Okay. All done. How many blast markers have I got? 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2. Oh, they've still got 10 inside, so it's like we're going to swap it for a big one, which we'll forget is a big one. Okay. You all done?
Yes.
Okay, that was first turn. Absolute carnage. 4 more turns to go. So in the end phase, we just need to clear up blast markers and Tony needs to fly off, and we need to rally broken units. End of turn 1, and I managed to rally these guys, and because I got a leader in there as well, they're left with 2 blast markers. And then across the board, you got rid of half blast markers here.
Yep.
I have here and here and there. And the main thing here is that you failed the check, so they remain broken. And then we're going to go into turn 2. Here we go, turn 2. Just to mention, the Thunderhawk, the end phase, flies off the board. It takes a blast marker, and we think it retains that blast marker because it might prevent it from performing an action. Once it performs the action, then it clears the marker. And what it has to do in the end phase is fly off the board. And we worked out mathematically which edge it can fly off. It can fly off Tony's own, which means it takes 1 blast marker. If it flew off any of the others, it would take 2. Because I've got nothing to stop it, it can basically just do this willy-nilly. But it does have a blast marker for this round.
Yep.
You think that's right?
Yeah, so I'll have to pass an action test to see if I can do anything. If
Yeah.
it fails, it doesn't come.
It doesn't do anything, so it remains off the board, and it's stacked full of attack marines. Right, so who's going to be first player? D6 roll. 3. A 2. I'm going to be first player. I've got a plan. So I'm kicking off with my Legion Terminators. I want to do an assault action. So because I've got blast markers, I'm going to need a 2+. Gets the 2. I have a command reroll if I'd failed that, but I can keep that in the bank. So I get to make a move and then attack. Okay, so I've moved them in. I've got 4 in base-to-base contact Terminators and then 5 fighting with 1 stand and the Spartans. So let's do the firefights. I don't know if it makes any difference what order you have to do in. So are you going to check?
Yeah, I'll check.
Okay. So we can't see anything obvious, so let's know if we're doing it wrong, as you know. So we're going to do the firefights first. So I'll do the Spartans, 4 attacks because of damage capacity, needing 5s. So that's 1 hit. I've got a firefight from 1 attack stand. They 3+. That's another fail. Then I've got close combat attacks from the Terminators, needing 3 pluses. Oh my life. Only 2. Oh, 3. Got another one out of that. And then these are the macro weapons. So I've got 4 of these. These are 3+ as well. So I've got 3. So basically, you've got 4 saves that you can re-roll, and 3 that you just get 1 save.
Right, so I do the 4 that I can.
Yep. Fell 2. 4+, I think you said earlier.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
Pretty sure. Right, the same blade. Yep, 4+.
4+, 2 rerolls.
So drop
So
1.
1. Does it take critical?
Crit? No.
No.
So drop 1. Leaves me 3 left.
Got 3 more saves.
And then I've got 3 saves with
No reroll yet.
drop 1.
Drop 1. Do you get a critical?
No.
No. So it takes 2 damage, and then Tony gets to attack back. So damage capacity of 4, giving you 4 attacks on a 5-up.
1.
Okay, 1. So allocate and base to base,
Yep.
which would be that guy there. Just the 1, wasn't it?
Just the 1.
Fails it. Saves it.
And then I've got a
1 supporting from the Sakaran.
I believe it's on a 3.
Yeah, they've got quite a good firefight value, actually.
Firefight 3+.
Yeah, nice.
There we go.
No, okay. So that's the end of that. We're going to tot up the scores and see who's the victor. Okay, so it's 4-2 to me. Tony's got 2 for having no blast markers, and I have more blast markers. I've got 4 for doing 2 damage and then outnumbering him in both categories. So that gives me 4, so it's 2d6. Pick the highest one, average 4. Oh, you've got 6. I've got 8. So you've got 8 as well.
Yeah.
So it's a draw. We fight again. So we fight again, and we count damage and casualties from the first round to the score. So at the moment I have 2. I've got exactly the same. In fact, we've all got the same amount of attacks because I didn't lose any and Tony's still alive. So let's go 5 fights for the Spartans. Needing 5s. 1 for 1. Then I've got a firefight, a lone Terminator stand. That's 2. Okay, then I've got 4 close combat attacks. Needing 3s. This is better. Then I've got 4 macro weapons. They've all... Oh no, missed one. Okay, where do you want to go? You've got 6 regular and 3 macro weapons.
I'm going to go 6 regular first.
Yep. Ooh. Fail 2 of these. It's toast.
Fail 1.
Fail 1. So...
Takes another pit.
Yep.
Does it crit? No.
No. and then
I need to make these.
I think you still get you make your attacks anyway. I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Because I've got nothing that attacks first.
No. So there's no first strike.
No first strikes. Yeah.
So here we go. The macro weapon hits.
Yep.
So he will
Die. And then you roll 2 of those to see if it explodes. So I don't want you to explode.
I kind of.
Oh no, you don't explode, do you? Just take extra damage
extra
on this one.
yeah.
So I'm actually safe.
So yeah, he will die.
Yep.
So I will do my attacks back. Have 3.
3 hits. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3.
So I'll just do the supporting attack.
And a
as well.
supporting attack.
Have another one. So
Okay,
4.
so 4. So allocate. It'll be. I don't know if you can do.
So
it.
he can only injure people in the assault, so it can't be on the Spartans or this guy.
Right, so I'm gonna have to double up then, unless I do 1 on each here.
Yeah.
So
3 of those were from the Fellblade anyway.
yeah, so let's do just 3 on the Fellblade. Let's do the Fellblade. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Start with the Lord Commander. Saved. Then the other 2 guys also saved, and then I've got this last guy on the end here. Saved.
Nice.
And your tank is no more.
No.
And then I get to make a pile-in or consolidate move.
Consolidate.
So there you go. I won the fight. I take no blast masters. I didn't take any casualties. I could have gone back into the tanks. I'm not, because I don't want to get assaulted here and then get trapped inside them. If you can get 2 stands per Spartan, I can't get out. So I've just fronted them up with Terminators, and of course there's Dreadnoughts here as well. I haven't got to worry about these guys this turn. So that's my first activation. I'm going to try and retain. So I'm going to try and retain with the Sicarans, and I'm going to do a sustained fire action, which means I don't move and I get +1 to hit. -1 to retain means I need that 2+. Rolls a 1. I'm going to use my Supreme Commander ability once per round. Failed initiative check.
Nice.
Gets it. Don't let me use it again though, Tony, because I'll probably try. Okay, so sustained fire action coming in. Okay, another blast marker. I'm going to start with the accelerator cannons. Anti-tank now 4+. Was that from there? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it was. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8
And this is anti-tank.
hits. This is anti-tank. So you're going to have to allocate damage to all these tanks. So loads of hits. So basically each tank in this formation is taking 1 hit. These rhinos are taking the overspill. So where do you want to start?
So we'll start with these.
Yeah, what's their armor?
6 up.
6, is it really?
Could be a 5 up. Actually.
So rhinos 5 up save. So starting with what? This one?
Yep, that one.
Okay, go on.
Nope.
Toast.
Toast.
Next one. Oh, unlucky.
Toast.
Toast. Okay, so now it's 1 each. So do this guy.
Right. Toast.
5 up, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Next one.
Next one.
He
Safe.
makes it, and then you've got. Okay, so the 2 predators to roll for. This one
So
here.
I've got 4 up.
Yeah.
Saved.
Saves, and the last one there.
Saves.
Saves. You save your predators. You've taken 3 casualties so far. I've got anti-infantry coming in now. Anti-personnel coming in. These are now 4 ups with the +1. 3 shots each, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Ouch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits to allocate. How many stands have we got? Who can see what? So 9 hits allocated between 5 stands. Some are doubled up, so you can start rolling those saves, Tony.
So this first one.
Yeah. What's the save for a Marine?
4 up.
Ooh, nice.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Tanks it. So then we go to this one. Tanks it.
Tanks it. Getting in cover from all the wreckage from those tanks.
This one. Dies.
He dies.
And then we are on to this one.
Yep.
Dies.
Dies. Last guy.
Makes
Tanks
it.
it. Okay, so we're going to see what blast markers we've got.
That's an extra.
Is the formation broken? So not broken with 7 markers, needed 12, but I have taken out the largest part of that unit. That's it, I'm done. I've done 2 activations. I went for some hard kills straight away. Getting the first player, that's kind of what I wanted to do. Now it's up to Tony to fight back. Tony's activation, he's going to go for another ground attack with his Thunderhawk. Now he needs a 2+ this time because it's got that blast marker on it.
Makes it.
The
blast marker gets removed.
Yep.
And
then you can bring it on. So he's going to find his edge. So Tony's come on. He's come on from over there and he's moved up, done his... now he's on his intercept run and he's attacking the Legion Terminators, which have... not very happy about those, are you?
No.
So they'll take a blast marker and then he'll take his attacks. So starting with the last cannons and the battle cannon at the Spartans. So, yeah, go for it.
So, battle cannon
Yep.
is a 3+ anti-tank.
It's not macro?
No.
Okay.
Don't believe so.
Okay, so 1 hit from that on my lead.
No.
Okay, so get to... makes the save.
Save, then we've got the las cannon coming in. Misses.
Okay, so now we've got heavy bolters, haven't we?
Yes.
Okay, so the heavy bolters are coming in. So this one has a 180-degree line. So there's no infantry in that line. So he's only getting to fire 1 wing and the one's in the front. So it gives you how many total? 3?
3.
Okay, anti-personnel?
4.
4. Okay.
1.
Just for 1. Okay, so it'll be the lead Terminators here. 4+.
Saved.
That's it, saved. So I've taken my blast marker.
Yep.
And the Thunderhawk has done its thing. Its main job, I think, is going to be to drop those Marines, but Tony's hanging on to them. He knows it can fly on, fly off without any attacks, so he can hold those Marines. What you don't want is it to not activate that time you need it, rolling that 1, failing you reroll if you have your commander on the table. So that's your activation. Are you going to retain?
I feel like I need to, but I don't know.
Have a think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Tony wants to retain sustained fire action against these attack squads in this building. You can see 4 stands. You can kill 4 plus a blast marker. You will need 2+.
Hey.
He's got it. So sustained fire. Got a lot of dice coming at me. 10 shots at AP 4, but because it's sustained fire, it's getting +1. So that is AP 3. This could hurt a lot.
Right, here we go.
Ooh, that looks pretty bad. You missed 1?
1.
9 saves.
9
okay,
saves.
so let's allocate. So another blast marker. So this unit here can be seen is going to take 3. These guys are going to take 2 each. So what I'm looking at, 4+ for Marines.
4+.
So he's toast. And then we've got these guys at the back. So from left to right, first one saves. The next one
Toast.
dies. And then the last one also dies. It's another 3 blast markers. And you're done. I don't think I'm broken. What have we got left? And we've got 1, 2, 3, 6 blast markers. Oh, and then I need 2 each. So they're not broken, but again, he's smashing out that unit. The Dreads have been probably the best we've seen the Dreads in a game so far. My activation, I'm going for the Hounds. I'm going for sustained fire action. They have an initiative rating of 2+. I will need to roll. Got it. And I'm targeting these guys here. So my heavy bolters go to 4+. My Vulcan bolters, not heavy bolters, Vulcan bolters.
So 8 shots.
8 shots. The plasmas are offline. They are charging up after that maximal fire blast. But they'll be back next turn.
Yes, they will.
3, 5, 6 out of 8. I'm happy with that. So that's going to be 1 each, and then this guy's going to take 2.
1 each. Right, okay, we'll start with that front one. So 3 up save, plus invulnerable save.
3 up and 6 up. 6 up in front.
6 up.
Lose 1.
So he's saying gone. Right.
Are these Warhounds going to dominate?
Quite possibly. And this one, saved.
3+ is pretty tasty.
This
though.
one, saved.
Oh, here we go. Maybe they won't.
This one. Oh.
6 up.
Oh.
There's another one.
And then the last one.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, 6 up.
Oh.
Oh. What is
No,
it? 3.
3.
That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy
really
with that.
Good.
So, again, that kind of neutralises all that firepower from them next turn. I think I might leave it be. See what Tony does. What's that put you on? 4 blast markers?
4 blast markers. That does break me.
That does break you as
Breaks
well
me
now.
as well, yeah.
So even better, Tony gets to make a fallback move. There you go, Tony's dreads hot-footing it away, and they are now broken. I'm tempted to try and retain. So I'm not going to retain, I'm going to pass it over to Tony. He's going to pick his tack squad here and try and do a marshal. So because I've got blast markers, he's going to need a 2+ to get him going.
Done.
Gets it on the 3. So he can move or attack at -1 and then remove half your blast markers. So he's attacking this squad here. It's another blast marker. So he's splitting his anti-tank and the anti-personnel. I've already done the blast marker.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't give me that one. I might need that in a minute. So anti-tank, rightly so, because rhinos have only got a 5+ save.
Yeah, 5+.
So, but you need 6s across the board,
6,
didn't you?
yeah.
Okay.
Right, let's see what we can do. So,
Anti-tank?
anti-tank. Nothing?
Nothing. Anti-personnel?
Also nothing.
Also nothing. Gives me a blast marker, and now you get to make your marshal. So the regroup, the marshal, it's not remove half, it's 2d6 and remove blast markers for the highest roll.
6.
6, okay, and I think you've got 7.
7, yes. So
That big one's a 5, at least you've 1.
1.
Okay, cool. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to try and retain? What have I got left?
Got a start.
Got these guys, these guys, these guys.
Yeah.
I've pretty much used my best units, so I'll let you have a think. So Tony's going to try and retain. He's going to try and do an advance action with the Fellblade and really put the pressure on these guys holding the centre here. So he'll need a 2+.
Makes it.
And gets it, and now can move that tank and unleash all its firepower. Here we go, Fellblade coming in on the tack squad here. What weapons are you starting with,
I'm
Tony?
going to start with the las cannon.
Okay.
Because they're solely anti-tank.
Right, okay.
So needing 4s.
Oh,
There's 4.
That's what? How many rhinos are there? 4. 1 on each then. So let's go. My rhinos are lined up left to right. So there's 1 on each. I'll roll left to right. 5 ups, wasn't it?
5 ups, yep.
So the first one, toast. Second one, toast. Toast. And toast. You kill. I think you break me at this point.
Yeah. Because you'd only need 4 to be broken.
Yeah, so I am broken, but I think you get to do all your attacks anyway, because you could wipe me out. Macro weapon now coming in. I've removed the blast markers because whatever happens, I'm broken. I don't see myself surviving, but
So,
2+.
2+.
Wham.
One
another
guy
one
dies.
goes. So the closest one, I'm not sure. Might even be this one. Okay. I think when it's hard to tell, I think you can just pick one.
Yeah.
And now we've got
Heavy bolter and demolisher cannon.
right. So
heavy bolter.
yeah.
4+, I believe.
Oh,
No.
this is
And then the demolisher cannon.
Yeah.
3+.
no. Okay. So the demolisher cannon would give me. Oh no, if it hit, it would
If
give
it
me.
hit, it'd give
It
you
doesn't
1.
matter. I am broken. I now need to withdraw. There you go. They've made a break for it. They've had to fall back the last 2 stands. Nice. The Fellblades are awesome, actually. Really, really cool. Impressed with them. I'm glad I've managed to get Tony down to 1. Tony retained, so it's going back to me. So I'm going to activate this tack squad here, and I'm going to do a march. I don't need to roll for these ones. I've got no blast markers. So I've pushed those rhinos all the way up here. It's a bit of a gamble, but keeping them within 30 of these broken Terminators and Dreadnoughts there, it means that Tony will need a 4+ to rally them. So, and then if he does, I mean, if I can assault in the next turn, I've got numbers. I know they're Terminators, but I've got numbers. So it's just putting a bit of pressure on, leaving Spartan down here. So that's my activation. I'm going to hand it back to Tony. Tony's last activation around is this unit here, and he's going to march He doesn't need to roll for it because he needs to. He does not like where they are here. Yeah. So he's actually going to redeploy them and try and use them somewhere else on the battlefield next turn. So they've made their march move. They were somewhere around here, and they've moved all the way around here. Epic can be extremely rapid, especially with the transport vehicles and bikes. My God, do they fly! That was your last activation, wasn't it?
Yes.
I think my last one is this Spartan here.
Yep.
Okay, what do I want to do with that? So I'm going to activate and do a marshal. I'm at -1 because I've got blast markers. Let's try and get rid of them though. So it goes off. I don't really want to move anywhere particular, but I do want to try and clear those. Yeah. At least it gets rid of those blast markers. So everything activated?
Yeah.
All done. Okay, so we've got the end phase to do, and we've got Tony's got 2 really important broken rolls to make. In phase turn 2, I've managed to rally these guys here, so they've taken blast markers. Tony failed the roll for this attack squad, so they keep their blast marker. It's just the 1. These guys, because of the leader ability, passed their test as well and cleared all blast markers. Your Thunderhawk couldn't leave the table off your edge, so it's taken 2 blast markers. So before we save these rolls for the camera, so you've got your Terminators and your Dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
So they've got enemy within 30 and they're broken.
And they're
so
broken,
-3. So you need 4+. Have you still got your command reroll?
I do, yes.
You have 1 command reroll.
So I'm going to use go for the
Dreads first. 4+, big roll.
Again.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it. They're not broken, so they take 2 blast markers. And now the big roll. So this is a 4+ rerollable, right?
Yep.
Effectively. Rolls a 1. Oh, they're broken.
So
they
I'm
are
still
broken.
going to make another withdrawal move.
Make a withdrawal, and they take 3 blast markers. Oh no, they're still broken.
They're still
sorry,
broken.
what am I talking about? That is huge. That's your most expensive unit as well, isn't it? Okay, Tony's making that withdrawal, running for that cave. Oh dear. So I'll let him finish up. They're obviously going to end up over there. That's the end of turn 2. It's not even worth really looking at points for objectives yet. Let's go into turn 3 and see what happens. Here we go, turn 3. The Sons of Dorn are getting pushed back by the Sons of Horus. First player, initiative roll off. I've got a 2.
Come on, I can beat this.
It's got a 4. Do you want to go first then, mate? Oh.
Do you know what?
He doesn't know.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
All right.
I don't know.
Want to mullet?
Yeah, please.
Right, it's going to mullet over. So after much deliberation, what are you doing, Tony?
Yeah, I'm going to go for the Thunderhawk and a ground assault. Sorry, no, not the air assault. The ground attack.
Yeah.
My target's going to be the Sakarans.
Okay, so you need to roll for this, don't you?
Yes. So it's -1 for
Each blast marker. So 3+.
3+. Gets it.
Gets it. Okay. So Tony's going to bring his Thunderhawk on for another attack run. So this is where he's brought it on. He gets to do his first move, then line up for an attack. I feel this will probably be going off the wrong board edge again at the end of the turn. So attack run inbound at the Sakarans. So I take a blast marker, their first one. Battle cannon coming in.
Yep, Thunderhawk cannon. Number 3.
Gets it. Okay,
Gets it.
so the first closest one will take the hit. I've got a 5+ save. Makes it. It's rerollable as well.
Lance cannon. 4s. No.
And misses. So that's your attack run done. I'm waiting to see when he drops these attack marines. I feel like you need assault marines in there.
Yeah, or more Terminators.
Always more. The answer
More
is always
Terminators.
more Terminators. Are you going to retain?
Yes.
He's going to try and retain. Do you know what you want to do
It will be an advance.
with
The Fellblade.
the Fellblade? Okay, so this is at -1.
2+.
2+. Gets it on a 6. Okay, so an advance action with the Fellblade coming in. So again, after much deliberation, Tony is attacking these Sakarans. He was torn between them, the attack squads and the rhinos. He's very worried about these. warhounds, so would I be. But that's what he's doing. So fire away.
So go with the las cannons first.
Yep.
Pause. 3.
3 hits. So
5 up reinforced.
yeah. So we've got go 1, 2, 3. Start from the top down. So 5 up reinforced. Save the first one. Fail the second one. Get a reroll.
So
That's 2 dead. So the second one is dead.
So 1 more.
1 more. So the second one in that lineup dies. It's another blast marker. We've got more weapons coming in.
So we're going to go for the demo cannon.
Yep. So this will give me a blast marker if you
it
hit.
hits.
Yep.
So this is 84. Hits. So that's another blast
So
marker.
if you stick 2 blast markers on there, because I've lost one. So it's going to be that guy at the top will take that hit. So it's a 5 up rerollable. Makes it. Okay. All right. What we got left? Last cannons?
No, 5
No,
then.
that was
the main gun.
the macro weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't get a save against this.
On a 2. Yeah.
Dice.
One
So
dice.
another blast marker. I'll get rid of this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not quite enough. But you're done, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's still good. That 2 Scarans. That's a lot. That's 5 attacks per tank that you've taken out, and they're not far off being broken either. 2, 4, 6, 2.
5.
Oh, 5. One more.
One more.
And they would be broken. So I would say you're just unlucky there. My activation now. Okay, my activation. I'm going to activate the Warhounds for an advance. So I will need to roll a 2+. Gets it. So yeah, they're going to make an advance. So firing at this unit here gives them a blast marker. I'm going to fire the Vulcan bolters on anti-tank, and I want to try and take out that armor and just leave those 3 infantry, and then try and mop them up with something else. So I'm probably not going to fire the plasmas. Probably going to keep them for next turn. So let's see how we do. I need 5s. Oh. That's 5. That's, that's great, isn't it?
Oh, it's one of them days.
So we need to allocate. So it's gonna be 1 each.
2, 3,
And then
Predator's gonna get another one.
Okay. So the Predator's got good armor there.
Yeah, 4+.
4+. Okay.
So, ready?
Yeah.
First one.
Dies.
This one.
Dies. This is what it is. This is a single 5+ on the Rhino. And dies. That's 3 blast markers. That isn't enough to break you, because that leaves you. No, I need 1 more. I'm not going to fire the plasmas. I'm out of range, I think, actually, from everything else anyway. Plus that I want to keep them for next turn, so it doesn't break you, but I might retain. Or will I see what I'm going to see what Tony does first, but I have a plan for that unit. So Tony kind of knows what I want to do, and he wants to try and save this unit as much as he can. So he's going for a marshal. So he'll need a 2+ because he's loaded with blast markers.
Gets it.
Gets it. So it's you can move
or shoot with -1.
Well, you got no guns, so you're going to make a move.
Yep. So we're just going to move everyone into the building.
Okay. Interesting. And then you get to remove D6 worth of blast markers.
Well, 2d6 pick the highest.
Exactly. Which is still just D6 worth of blast markers.
So I'll take 5.
5.
Which
Okay.
is all of them.
Which is all of them. Yep. Basically, if I'd fired with the 1 Sakaran that can fire, I would have broke his unit. So it stops them from being broken, and they're still clinging on to that objective. And that was your activation, wasn't it? Now, are you going to retain?
It's a good question. Very good question.
Can I let you think about it?
Please.
Okay. Tony's going to try and retain with the TAC squad behind the dreads. The blast markers are attached to the dreadnoughts, so you're at -1. He's going for an engage action.
Going for the engage.
Yeah. Gets the engage. I can see him want to take on these TAC Marines here.
So I'll
So Tony's done his engage, and he's managed to get 2 units on his charge on my transports. Now what that does is it stops the occupants getting out. The only rhino that could get anyone out was this one here, and they've engaged here on my counter move. So he's really nullified the amount of attacks that I've got. Plus he's got Sakara and support in there, which they're a 3+5 fight. They're really good. Yeah. So yeah, maybe I should have activated these earlier, but Tony's definitely got the drop on them. So you got your dice sorted?
Yeah, so I've got 2, 4, 6 tack stands.
Yep.
So that's that, and then I've got 1 rhino in close combat as well.
Okay. What's the rhino's close combat value? 6, is it?
I want to say 6. Rhino arm carry 6+. Yeah.
Okay, so go on then, roll, yeah.
Right.
So these are the infantry.
So these are the infantry needing 4s. Right, 2.
2 hits, okay, I've got them.
And then the rhino.
Yep. Nothing. And then you've got some firefight values.
I do. So I've got 1, 2, 3 rhinos.
Yep.
Which are also 6s.
Okay, roll those.
So nothing
again, okay.
And then I've got 1, 2 stands of marines.
2 stands, what are they?
4s.
Firefight, they're 4s.
I believe they're 4s. Marines of, 4.
Okay. Nothing again. And then
again.
you've got 2 Sakara and 3s.
3s.
For only 4 hits out of all that. Okay.
Yeah.
So allocate in a minute. I'll do my attack. So I've got 3 rhinos in base to base. So they need 6s. I'll probably roll 3 6s. No.
Right, no.
Then I've got 1 rhino firefighting, which is a 5.
6.
That's a 6 as well, is it? Okay, so I've got 1 hit. And then I've got 2 tack stands in close combat. That's 4 pluses, is it?
4 pluses.
Okay, so I've got 2 hits. Okay, so allocating. Tony takes 2 in base contact, so that'll be 2 infantry.
1 on the rhino, but I think
yeah, or 1 on the rhino.
I'm gonna go for the infantry stance because first one here.
Yep. Dies.
Dead, and the second one there also dies.
Okay, and then I've got 4, so I've got 3 rhinos.
Yep.
And 1 infantry.
Yeah.
So I'll go rhinos 1, 2, 3. Let's go 1 dead, 2. I think it's
that's a save.
Is it a 5 up save?
5 up save, yeah.
3.
2 save.
So what did I lose? The first one was the rhino,
one,
wasn't
yep.
it? And then I've got that infantry, which is a 4+.
Yep.
Which dies. So I lose 2 units. You lose 2 units?
I did. So we're both on 2.
Okay, so let's add up the scores. So it's only 3 versus 2. Tony's got the 3 points for killing 2, and having more units than me, I killed 2, so I got 2. So this is a big 2d6 roll, picking the highest. Got 5. Oh, if I get 6, I get a draw, don't I?
Yeah.
And then we have to fight again. No, got 5. So I lose by 1, which means I lose the combat.
So you're broken.
So I now break. So the fight's over. Tony's consolidated and takes 2 blast markers. He actually won 4-3 because neither of us have blast markers, but it's still a difference of a point. I've broken and withdrawn. Now, by doing so, I had to take a casualty of a unit in base to base, which was a rhino, which had 2 troops in it. They both failed their armor saves. So I actually lost a rhino and 2 infantry in there. And this is the remains of that unit falling back. You can see how devastating a charge, an assault is, and engage action is. So that's actually really helped Tony from this corner of the battlefield. It's really pushed back my attack, and that was a second activation for you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's going back to me. My activation, I'm going to do an advanced action with the Legion Terminators here, and I don't need to roll for that, so I can move and then fire. So I've lined these up for sweet revenge. Now that they're back in their transports, it could be 2 for 1.
Yeah.
So let's start with the Spartans with their quad las cannons. Hitting 4s. That is disgusting. I have missed 1.
Right, so 7.
A little bit speechless there. So yes, you need to allocate. How many have we got there? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think, unless there's anything I can't see.
Right, so 1, 2, 3.
I think
4.
the only one I can't see, I might not be able to see that Spartan at the back. Sakaran even.
No.
So he's not going to get hit.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
5.
And then you start going back from the front again, yes?
So how many did you hit with? 7?
Yes.
There we go. Right, so start with Sakaran.
Yes.
5
up,
up,
rerollable,
reroll.
times 2.
Here we go.
I'm doing it here.
Yeah. Passes 1.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Boom.
Right, so that's 4 blast markers are on now.
So, yeah, one coming under fire and a casualty. Yeah. Now, here we go. These are 5+ saves, aren't they?
Rhino.
Yeah. Dead.
Dead.
Had 2 infantry in there.
The 2 guys inside.
Yeah.
One
dies.
Dead.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll tell you what, we'll count up how many have died and we'll put the blast markers on at the end. So how many have I killed? We've done Sakaran markers, haven't we?
Yeah, so that's 2.
Just another 2. Yep.
So then we're going to the next
Rhino.
Saves
it.
Let's clear these up. Way. Right, so that's this Rhino.
Yeah.
No.
Toast. Okay, so that's
2
another
guys
casualty. Yeah.
2 guys inside. 1 dice.
1 dice. That's 4. Another infantry member. Last Rhino to roll for.
Loves it.
Loves it. Okay, so you've got 4 blast markers to add, and now I've got heavy bolters, and the Terminators have assault cannons.
Reaper auto cannons.
Reaper auto cannons, and they were 30 centimetre range.
30 centimetre range.
All right, I'm going to check the range. So I've got 2 auto cannons which can hit that front unit in AP. They actually have 2 attacks each apparently. Tony's just double checking. I've got 3 hits. I didn't know if I could see with this guy.
So he should be able to see.
Can he see him?
Guy.
He can.
Yeah, you can see half the base.
Okay, well, when I've got 3 hits. Well, mine. Oh god. Well, I mean.
Why do I open my mouth?
Tony's just given me 5 hits. I would have been happy with the 2. But you can see, I can't see from the side. So you've got 5 saves. Only 1 guy that's in range.
Saves.
Yeah.
5 saves on 1 dude.
Yeah, 4+.
He's going to love it. He's going to absolutely tank it.
I don't think he will. He's going to hate it.
Believe in the Emperor. Oh, wait.
No, he really hates it. He make a single save.
Somebody's a traitor.
That's another blast marker. So was that including the 4?
No, I need to
need another 4. That still doesn't break you, does it?
I don't think so.
But you need 8.
So that's what, 3, 6. I'm on 9. 2, 4, 6. They are broken.
They are broken.
It
does break you. These Legion Terminators with my Lord Commander, they are doing it.
Get moved.
So that's sweet revenge. That breaks that unit. Tony has to fall back. So they've fallen back over here. I'm not going to retain. Tony just has the Dreadnoughts, which are here to go. So I'm going to let him do something with those. So going for an advance needs a 2+.
Makes it.
Still got your reroll, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes. I think you might need that in the end phase.
Quite possibly.
So going for an advance, I don't know who he wants to pick on. Maybe it could be these Terminators here. So yeah, as suspected, he's going against his Terminator unit. So I'm hoping this is the first time this has come up because
same.
We've gone 2 turns. So they've got 2 blast markers. It suppresses 1.
Yeah.
I don't think it's come up earlier in the game. If it has, we do apologise. So he's only getting 2 shots at the turnies.
There we go. 1
hit. So 4 up save. Fails. Rerollable. Oh, makes it. The Eye of Horus there for the War Master.
Poke Horus in his eye.
Rather you than me. Done?
Yes.
All activated.
Spent.
Okay. I've actually got 2 units left to go. So I'm going with Sakarans. I just want to do a sustained fire, which means I will need a 2+ because I've got blast markers. Yep. Gets it just about. So I only can fire with 1 of them. Because the other 2 are suppressed. Going at this unit here. So the heavy bolters will now need a 4+. Okay. For 2 hits. And then the accelerators will need 5+.
So they will need 3 pluses.
3 pluses. So none of it. So you got 2 hits. It would probably have to be. It's coming from this tank here. I can probably see that one. So it'll be those 2 there.
Yeah.
So starting with the front one.
No.
Dies.
No.
Dies. So 2 die.
3 blast markers falling.
Yes, coming under fire. That does break them now. Just about. It's exactly what I needed. I actually really wanted to kill them. Just having one left running around is a pain. So that breaks the unit. Tony has to make a withdrawal. So Tony is not going to go very far with that withdrawal. He's not within 15, so he's not going to get killed, and he's just going to try and stick it out. I'm going to try and advance these guys, needing a 2+. To be honest, if I fail it, I think I could just make a normal move anyway.
It's one or the other.
Yeah, which is all I want to do. So they're just going to creep towards this objective here. My last unit, I'm actually just going to keep it here next to this objective for now. Play it safe. So that's it, isn't it? All done.
All done.
So we've got some end phase, we've got some broken units and some blast markers to clear up. And then Tony's got to try and get that Thunderhawk off the table. End of the turn. So these guys rallied. These guys lost a blast marker. These guys lost their blast markers. These guys, they got their rally, so they got 3 blast markers. Dreadnoughts got rid of 1. These guys rallied. They got 8 blast markers. These guys remain broken, and these guys lost half their blast markers. So that's where we're at. So objective-wise, I've probably got this one and this one. This one's up for grabs. This one's up for grabs. And this one's up for grabs. So off the whole table, I've probably got 2. Everything else is fair game. So it's still game on going into the next turn. Here we go. Going into turn 4, we really need to start thinking about securing objectives. There are 6 on the table plus a bonus point for taking out the most expensive unit. So here we go. First player, initiative roll off. 6. 2. So we'd add our strategy ratings. They're both the same. So Tony, do you know what you want to do?
I will take the first play.
And you will.
What my first play is, I don't know yet.
Okay, so Tony's going to be first player, and he's going to find something to activate. Tony's first activation. He's going for his newly inspired, rallied commander, and he's going for an engage action through the cave against mine. Yeah, you need a 2+.
2+. Gets it.
Gets it. So Tony's thinking is that he engages. The Spartans are stopping me from getting in base to base and using macro weapons. That's where you will be. So let's let him move them up and see how many he can get in. Right, here's Tony's gambit. Because he gets to use macro weapons and I don't, but I've still got more attacks. So we know that War Machines block line of sight for shooting attacks.
Passes, yeah.
We don't know if they block line of sight for engagements. We have a funny feeling that I think everyone just, if you're within range, gets muck in. So again, this is something that if we've got wrong, please let us know. So do you want to start with your attacks?
Yep, so we'll do my 3 regular ones.
Yep. They're 3+, aren't they?
Yeah.
2 hits. Okay, it's got 2 hits. And then
3 macro weapons.
Yeah.
For another 2.
Another 2. Okay. So it'll be 1 normal hit on each.
Yep.
And then 1 macro weapon hit on each, because I think you have to fill up the attacks and damage capacity. So the macro weapons we'll put on the side. So let's do my attacks. The Spartans in close combat I think need 6s.
6s, yep.
So they'll have 2 each.
Nothing.
None. And then I've got 5 firefight contributions, which are 3+ still for Terminators.
I believe so.
So 3+, yep. So I have got 4. So you've got 1 each and a spare on your guys. So let's roll for my saves. So it's first Spartan here. Is it 4+?
This is with the reroll.
Yeah. So this is a normal attack. So
Fails,
that's
yeah.
fails. So critical damage. No,
Right.
Not this time.
And then
the other one's a
hit.
macro weapon. So I just get a normal 4+. which is a fail. So it dies. Can explode anyway.
So it's another damage, so critical.
No. So this is gone. So that's 2. Now my other Spartan only has 1 point of damage left. So the normal attack saves. Now the macro.
No.
No.
And that's its last win.
Critical. No. That's its last wound. So that's 3 points of damage for Tony. Now you've got your saves to make.
Saves. 3 saves.
3 saves. Yeah, 1 on each. So they're all just the same.
4 because there was an extra one.
Your commander is the guy at the front now. You can see the little
Yep.
crown. So you need to roll them separately.
Right,
so
it's going to he's going to be the one with 2 because he would be closest.
they're all in base-to-base combat.
So I'm going to put that on a regular dude.
Yep.
So these are all with reinforced.
Yep. So this is the middle 2.
Middle one.
Yep.
Saved.
Saved. Yep.
Guy on the right.
Yep.
No.
Rerollable.
Rerollable. No.
No.
And then my character,
Your commander. Yep.
which has, I believe he has a inbun as well. And then-
Okay. So the commander's got he's got his 4 up rerollable and an inbun.
So here we go.
Okay. 3.
No.
Failed the first one. Failed the
No.
second one. Now gets a 6 up inbun.
Ah!
No, the Lord Commander
Is
dead. But the unit is still alive. Right, so we need to tot up some scores. So it's 6 points to me, 3 for Tony. 3's got 3 just for kills, but because he's got blast markers, I'm getting a point. I've got no blast markers, give me 2. I did 2 damage, give me 4. I outnumber him, and I outnumber him 2 to 1. I had the full house.
He
didn't I?
did, yeah.
So I've got 6 to 3. Now I need to roll 2 of these. And I will take that 6, giving me 12. I think whatever you roll,
It's going
it's
to be
gonna-
a dead dude. Yep, so it's 5.
Yeah, so you
give
lose
8.
1.
So he is gone.
So that gives me a point. That's your most expensive
It is
unit,
my
wasn't
most
it?
expensive.
That gives me a point. That gives me the tiebreaker point, killing the most expensive unit with my most expensive
Yeah.
unit.
But
They can
on the
still
flip
die.
side of that,
Yeah,
that's taken away your Spartans.
it has.
So you are now moving and foot slogging across the board.
Yeah,
which
but
I think's not too bad at the moment.
Do you know what? I'm not worried about that because I've got auto cannons. I can now front up against these dreadies. I'm feeling okay. That was your first activation,
That was
wasn't
my
it?
first
You went straight in. Do you want to retain?
Do you know what? I kind of do. I just don't know
What with?
what with.
All
yeah.
right. I'm going to consolidate and I'll let you have a think. Tony's going to try and hold on to his turn and activate the Dreadnought's retain. I have consolidated and taken blast markers for the end of that assault. So you need a 2+ for a sustained fire action.
Yes.
Gets it. So I imagine you're going to try and rip into these Terminators.
Yep. So AP4 goes to AP3.
3. Take another blast marker.
There we go.
2. Okay, so the front 2 Terminator stands will take 1 each. Let's start with the top guy. 4+, isn't it?
Yep.
Rerollable. Gets
Makes
it. The next
Second.
one
Makes
in
it.
there makes it.
Yeah,
Okay,
they're so tough.
so tough. But they have stopped 2 from being able to fire if I want to use more auto cannons. Is it 2 attacks per stand, you say, for the auto
What it
cannons?
says.
That's incredibly efficient. You can see why that unit is 925 points. So I'm coming over here. I'm going to try and activate the Sakarans. I'm going to do an advance action. I need a 2+. That goes off. So they can move 35 and then attack. Just sliding around this rock to get some cover from the fell blade. I just want to take out this last tack stand, this broken tack stand. So heavy bolters, 6 shots. One of my tanks is suppressed, needing 5 ups for 2.
Kills him because he's broken.
You don't get to save at all, do you?
Pretty sure it's any hits you inflict.
Oh, when you're broken, you instantly die. Well, that will be spot on for me. So yeah, he's toast. I'm now going to try and retain and do a sustained fire action with my Terminators. So it's -2 because I've got blast markers and I'm retaining. So I need a 3+. Failed. I'm going to use my command reroll. Gets it on a 3. Now I use the auto cannons to try and take out these dreads. So anti-tank 5+ now with the sustained fire. 3 stands that can do it. I've got 3 hits. So you will take a blast marker for coming under fire. And then you've got 3. So one will take, the front guy to us will take 2 hits. And the other guy will take 1, closest. Actually, it's not much in it, is it? So you could probably choose at this point.
Doesn't really make much difference.
They're all the same.
So they got a 3-up save.
Then a 6-up inbound. Yeah, okay.
So 2.
Go 6 up.
No,
right.
so he is dead.
So another blast marker.
And this guy, safe.
He's safe. Okay. So that breaks him now. 3 blast markers, 1 unit. You have to make a full back move.
Yep.
Tony's activating his Fellblade and going for an advance. No need to roll. He's got no blast markers. And I think he's going to take on the Sakarans. Taking on the Sakarans. So what do you start with?
It's a good question.
I'm fairly paperish with a 5-up save. It is
You
rerollable.
say that.
I mean, I've rolled well. I mean, I'm not going to deny it.
I will start with the Demolisher Cannon.
Yep.
84.
Okay, so if you hit, it's going to get an extra blast marker.
So hit.
So it's got the hit. So it's going to put 2 blast markers on me. 1 for coming under fire, 1 from the disruptive demolisher. So I've got a 5-up save now.
Yep. Rerollable.
Rerollable. Saves.
Oh, right. Okay.
So let's put these blast markers on. They have activated, so it's not going to worry me too much now. Right, go on then. Last cannons coming in.
Last cannons, yeah. For 1.
1 hit.
Wow.
Okay, 5 up. Fails it. Rerollable. Makes it. Okay, when I said paperish. And now the macro weapon. Right, I can't.
6.
Hey!
1 is dead.
So it's damage 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
So wipes 1 out. Another blast marker. 1,
Oh,
2,
not have gone that
3,
way.
4. That does break them. That does break the unit. So I'm going to have to make a fallback move. This Fellblade has pretty much dominated this whole half of the table. So you got a lone Fellblade there. The surviving Sakarans are broken and fallen back. 35 centimeter move times 2. That's getting out of dodge. So that Fellblade has dominated this side of the table. There is almost nothing else on it apart from the that Predator over there. Still, I've got Warhounds. Was that retention? No.
That was, I believe, no.
No, it wasn't. It was your
No,
first
it wasn't.
activation.
Yeah,
Do you
first
want to retain?
What have I got to do?
I'll let you have a think. Tony's going to try and retain with an advance action on the what's left of that attack squad. So he's going to need 3+. Gets it. No reroll available. I've killed his Lord Commander. So he's got a single move, and then he can attack if he has any targets. So he's ducked for cover, and Sakaran is coming around that corner there, firing at the Terminators, taking another blast marker. Anti-personnel fire coming in.
So going to go for 4 up on the accelerator cannon.
Yep.
2 hits.
Very nice.
And then we'll do 5 ups for the heavy bolter. For another 1.
Another one. So it's 3.
3.
So we go 1, 2, 3 there. So the guy at the top, let's roll, fails it.
Ooh,
Dies.
so
Yeah, that guy there. Yeah. Then we'll go for the guy on the left. Dies.
On
Left one, yeah. And the other guy saves. So, don't worry, I had 2 dice after the first one. So I've lost 2, so it's another 2 blast markers.
They are broken, I think.
So 2, 4, 6, 7. That breaks the unit.
Wow.
That is huge. It's one of those games, much like Titanicus, that it kind of isn't over till it's over. So they're broken. I need to fall back. There we go. The Terminators have run behind this building. Now broken. That's massive. Broken unit. Can't do anything. I've only got 1 turn left. So if I don't rally them, I could be in trouble. Okay, so Tony's just got his Thunderhawk left, but it's my activation. My activation, I'm going for a double with the Warhounds. They have been very effective every time they've done something. Tony's A, ignored them, B, maybe didn't have...
I don't think I could have dealt with them as well as another list maybe would have allowed me to.
I think potentially flying in with your Thunderhawk and dropping voids and flying off. Just using that Thunderhawk to drop the voids I think you may need some more anti-tank in your list, but
Yeah.
you know. Right, anyway, I needed 2+ for this double.
Yeah.
Gets on a 4. I've got no reroll. I did use it earlier. Let's go hunting. Okay, hounds have moved up on a double, targeting these guys here. So bolters coming out. I'm going to use them on their anti-tank profile. So I will need 6s. I would like to not use the plasmas, but we'll have to see how this goes. For 1. Okay. So you have 1 save to make.
On the closest.
On the closest, which is possibly a rhino.
Just
About a rhino.
Just
So
about
1
rhino.
5 up.
5 up save. Here we go. Nope. Rhino is
Dies. Now
gone.
you got troops in it.
Troops in it.
So 2 more saves to make.
Here we go. They're fine.
Makes them both. So you got 2 blast markers. 1 for the rhino, 1 for the casualty. Do you know what? Let's just fire those macro weapons. I won't be able to fire them in the last turn. I did want to go hunting a Fellblade, but let's just take out what we can. 4 shots then coming in, needing 3+. Now these just kill anything they touch, don't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Rhino. There we go.
Okay, 3. So 3 things are dead.
That's going to be from this one.
There's 2 from each. 4
So
from
2
these
from
4
each,
attacks
right,
from the
okay.
unit, yeah.
So 3 are going to be. So that gives us 5 blast markers to add.
Yeah, total, is it?
Yeah.
So that include the ones coming under fire.
Yep, that's including that one.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Okay, so how many units have you got left?
So I've got 4. Yeah, 4.
4. So is there... Do I need 8 blast markers to break you?
Which I had to begin with. So yeah, they're
so you're now broken. So we can get rid of all those blast markers. Plasma guns have been fired. I cannot fire them next turn, in the last turn, and Tony has to make a fallback. So Tony's fallen back down to this objective. He can't hold it whilst he's broken, but it spreads him around a bit. He's got units covering 3. 2 of them are broken. We'll just have to see how that goes. That tiebreaker point could be really crucial by killing the most expensive unit. Tony's activation. Tony's activation hits his Thunderhawk going for... There it is. So ground attack, another ground attack, but you've got 2 blast markers from the last turn,
So
you need a
-2,
3+.
Gets it.
Gets it. So
Link clear.
you're coming on over this corner, aren't you?
Yep, over literally in the far corner.
Tony's plan is to get hits on this broken unit and destroy them. So he gets to make an approach move and then an attack run. Okay, so the unit's coming under fire from the Thunderhawk. So because they're broken, for every blast marker they receive, they take a hit, which basically
Save.
kills one. So
Yeah.
they take a blast marker, it's going to kill a unit. Do you still do it from the front? I don't know.
I imagine from closest.
Yeah, why not? So that's my Supreme Commander dead. Now he gets to make his attacks. So,
Thunderhawk cannon.
yep, 4+.
APE 3, I believe.
Oh, 3.
Oh,
Misses. Okay.
okay, so then we've got bolters.
Bolters, yeah,
3
AP.
bolter shots. These are 84. 2.
2 go through. So one on each. So let's start with the front guy. So 4+, fails it. Fails it. So what would happen is he dies.
Would gain a blast marker.
Would gain a blast marker, which turns into an additional hit, which I
No
cannot
save.
save, which would kill the unit. That's the way we think that works. So broken units are vulnerable.
It's
Yeah.
really weirdly worded.
But we've kind of made... So what that does for Tony is it gives him +1 point, a tiebreaker point for killing the most expensive units. That gives us a guaranteed 1-all at this point. That was your last activation?
Once, yes.
I still have a load of stuff to move around. So I'm going to do a march order with the remaining Justarian. I want to start threatening units that are alive over here. I'm going to completely ignore this Fellblade. So I'm going to move it 3 times. So I've moved the Justarian up here. Danger close, but it now means that Tony will need a 4+ to rally there. Keeping them broken for the last turn is big. These guys I'm going to try and marshal, so I still need to roll to get the appropriate order off, I think. And so I can move and then...
So move or shoot the -1,
yeah.
And then regroup.
Okay, so I'm going to move and then regroup. So I've moved them up by that building, and then I can remove 2 blast markers. So if we can change that for 3, because that's a 5er, that leaves them on 4. That means I won't be able to clear them all at the end of this turn. I was hoping for more than that. I think I've got these guys here. They're going to stay put. In fact, they're going to lose 1 blast marker at the end of the turn anyway, aren't they? So they're going to stay put. And I think that is where everything sits. So at the end of turn 4, they're not holding anything.
They're also broken.
They're broken. I'm holding 1 objective here. That thing's going to leave, isn't it?
Yep. So you will be...
Yeah, so I'll be holding 2. You'll be holding 1. They're broken. So it's 2-1, 3-2 with the tiebreaker. But let's you got to get this Thunderhawk at the table and clear some blast markers in the end phase. So end of turn 4, end phase stuff. These guys rallied. These guys removed half blast markers. That was kind of it, wasn't it, on my side of things?
Yeah.
Okay, so the big stuff was the Dreadnought failed. Remains broken.
That one wasn't the big issue. The big
This
issue
one
was this one.
Failed as well.
Failed,
They needed
yeah.
4 pluses. They both remain broken, which means they will not be able to contest objectives in turn 5. So Tony's going to call it.
Yeah. I'll call it.
Call it at the end of turn 4. He could bring the Thunderhawk in and contest or take an objective, but I've got it.
You've got the table.
I've got 1, 2, 3. I can move them up. 4. I've got this one 5. Tony's got 1. Even if he took another one, that would be 4-2.
Yep.
We've both got a point each for killing
Most expensive
this
unit.
unit. So I'm going to have a 2 or 3 point swing.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do to stop that.
Either way. So concession from the Sons of Dorn. The table belongs to the Sons of Horus. We're still learning this game. I hope you enjoyed it. Tony, what do you think?
Oh, yeah,
Anything to
brilliant
say?
game.
On the
If
spot?
we're doing anything wrong, please let us know.
Yeah.
We try and do the best we can. Unfortunately, we have a lot of game systems in our head.
We do, and this is not a job, is it? This is a hobby.
Yeah.
So we're running a hobby, not a business. I think you needed to really... Those Thunderhawk could have dropped shields on Warhounds.
Possibly, yes.
Because I can't attack back. And then maybe ganged up on it with maybe using the Fellblades together.
I think in unison they would have been ridiculous.
So, but nonetheless, I mean, I got a really bloody nose out of it. Hit me real hard.
I mean, one Fellblade held a half table.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you'd rallied with these units,
Yeah.
probably would have played the turn.
Definitely. Not being able to hold the objective or even contest, there's no way I can stop whatever you were going to do.
I can literally pick 2 or 3 objectives ahead of you
Yeah.
and keep that now. So that's the game. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for some more epic action.